Halito, halito, halito. Chumachukma. Wengapo. So it's come to my attention. How y'all beautiful ones doing? So it's come to my attention that I don't know, some square dude named Jabari. I guess he mentioned me. You know, I'm out the loop. I don't feathers up, you beautiful ones. I'm out the loop. So I don't deal with, you know, a lot of pages and shit. And maybe I should listen to other people's shit. I only listen to our Aborigine brothers and sisters, right? I really only subscribe to their channels, you know, the Aborigine brothers and sisters. I don't really pay Sonetta and them clowns no mind, you know. Um, and the reason why I call them clowns is because if they're such so-called pro-black people, you know, they really wouldn't have so much to say about some shit that they don't understand about. See, these brothers can talk all this shit, right? You who they he wasn't doing thing, you know, but he made a comment on, you know, me swearing and cussing or whatever. That should be the least of his problems, right? But if you want to do have a conversation, if you'd like to interview me, I promise to give you my best Becky voice, since that's what you understand. Okay, Jabari? If you live in Harlem, how I should not be any surprise to you. Okay? Because I'm from Queens. I used to live in Harlem. I lived in Grant before too. Okay? So at the end of the day, dispute the information. When you come, please come correct. Any of y'all want to debate, we're going to sit down and have a conversation. And this is going to be the last, that'll be the first and last conversation that I have with y'all. Because y'all not bringing no smoke to these pilgrims. You don't know who your great-great-grandmother was, your great-great-grandfather. You don't know what your folks was doing when they came here, when they was in Africa. If you ain't got no details, if you can't tag a relative over there in Africa, you're not going to win. It's not going to work out really well for you. Okay? We deal with this genealogy, and one thing that is always going to set me up different than the rest of anybody is that I always stick to the bloodline relatives. I don't talk about pyramids. I don't talk about nothing that I can't fucking prove. Now, you're not going to be able to make any explanation for the Civil Rights Act, right? You're not going to be able to come up with any of those things to debate me or to combat that information. You're not going to be able to do it. So my suggestion is that y'all brothers get y'all shit together, okay? Because Phoenix is coming with the end game prophecies. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm not really sure if you think this shit is about Facebook or if you think it's about YouTube or whatever it is that you thinking. This is the shit that I deal with my bloodline family every day. I'm not an internet, social media Indian. Let's get that shit understood. When I'm in California, Riverside County, Los Angeles County, they know Phoenix is an Indian. When I'm here in New York, the NYPD, Queens County Clerk, they know Phoenix as an Indian. I'm not trying to, you know, really even go too far into discussion, but I'm telling y'all, y'all don't want no smoke with me, okay? As it stands right now, I am feeling more oppressed by people that look like me than I am with these pilgrims. And is regurgitating that these pilgrims blanket fucking statements. Blanket statements. You're guilty that my folks was the free people of color. You're not going to make my folks Europeans came and they wasn't called African Indians. I'm sorry if that has a problem, if that's a problem with y'all Pan-African community. I really ain't got nothing to do with that. This is Indian country, baby. This Indian country. This ain't Africa, America. Your fight, your plight, Not to be, minimized in any way. But y'all asses better be part of that less than 300,000 Africans that came over here. And you better not be a part of the 13 to 20,000 that left on a free trip to Liberia. Okay? So, y'all take y'all little shots and you can worry about how I talk. When I go to the United Nations, when I'm sitting down with these bureaus and these agencies and stuff like that, I have on my best Becky voice, right? I know what words to use. My diction is proper, but I'm not talking to them right now. When I'm talking to them, I have a different conversation. When I'm talking to my peoples, I talk in which they can understand, right? I talk to them like they are my peers. This is how we talk in the hood. And if you live in Harlem, Brother Jabari, then you should be totally familiar with it. Okay? Stop acting like Brother Dane is the Aboriginal Jesus too. Right? Because when you get mad at the rest of us, I see y'all like to take shots at him. Don't put that on him. If you got a problem with Phoenix, bring it to Phoenix. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a big girl. I can handle myself. Believe me when I tell you, I handle these crackers. I handle niggas like you all the time in debates. I don't even debate with y'all no more. If you'd like to have a conversation, you probably can meet me over in Harlem. I'll be there Saturday. I'll be in your neck of the woods talking this shit that I'm talking. Okay? Also, please have your genealogy ready, right? You got to have that if you want to have a conversation with me. You got to show me where you was from in Africa, and I need names, right? What y'all religion was, what y'all food was, what y'all food y'all ate, and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all not prepared for the shit that we got for y'all. It ain't really for y'all. It's nothing against y'all. We got our own shit to deal with. I don't need, to be getting hit up with this, oh, you heard this, you heard that. I don't pay y'all no mind. I let y'all live. I don't talk about y'all niggas. I really don't care. Nothing that y'all say is going to help me and mines. We can't relate. We're not from across the Atlantic. Nothing you say is going to make me African. Nothing you say is going to make me unrelated to the Indians of America. Why is it that you feel so compelled to have so much to say? You cannot deal with this information. You cannot tell me where your grandmother was in 1810. You can't tell me where they was at before they supposedly got kidnapped on a boat and brought over here and working into peonage. You can't tell me when they got free. You can't tell me who held them captive. You know what I'm saying? If you're not prepared with your own personal story, Brother Jabari, not the blanket statements that we all learned in school, that we all learned in college, right? Not those blanket stories. Deal with Jabari and Jabari's bloodline. Deal with your mother's bloodline, your father's bloodline. Before you can have a conversation with me, these are the requirements. And if y'all niggas ain't got that, keep your comments to yourself. Y'all niggas still gonna be on 120 from this shit, right? And that's fine. Y'all ain't coming over here on my section with that shit. You're not going to be successful. You're not going to be successful. So even mentioning my name made people curious, made your subscribers curious about the shit that I'm talking about. And the shit that I'm talking about is never going to change. The things that I am speaking about is always going to be related to family, not blanket stories from these pilgrims. Okay? This is why you're never successful with reparations. This is why you can't get no redress of grievance, because you tell those blanket stories. I don't care how technical you get, how much you know about pyramids and Egypt and all of that. Them people don't claim you, bro. When your ass go over there, you're an American. It ain't no Africa, my brother. Give us free. They not saluting you with that. They're not saluting you with that. When you go over there, you are the American. I don't care how many dashikis you wear. You're the American. Okay? Let's get that shit understood. What's up, you beautiful ones? How y'all doing? What's up, Holiday? I ain't got no problem with you, beloved. You know what's up with these other busters and stuff like that. But, the message got to stay consistent. And it's always going to be about family. It's always going to be about family. My reunion is next week. The gang's all going to be here. bunch of Indians going to be on deck, right? And what I'm going to do is make sure that my family is straight. We are moving on one accord. So me worrying about what Jabari or anybody on inside that camp is talking about, it don't matter. It really don't matter. You can't make me unrelated to the people that I'm related to. That's it, and that's all. We digging in these records. The people is digging in these archives. And if nothing else comes from this, what people are going to remember me by is for me making sure that they don't forget their grandparents. For me making sure that they reconnect with their family, right? Because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Not sitting online, you know, robbing people, selling packages, taking shots, feeding motherfuckers dreams and all this other crazy shit. This Pan-African shit been going on long enough. Y'all niggas is dangerous. I think you're dangerous. Y'all have no direction. You have no end game. No end game at all. And it's really sad. It's really sad the effort that you put into trying to be a grandma killer. That's your aspiration. Even with your proper diction and all of your education, you aspire to do all of that to kill somebody's grandmother, Jabari? Is that what it is, beloved? I think y'all enjoy that sausage party a little too much. I think y'all enjoy that sausage party a little too much. When any of you can make sure that your children are protected, right? Your brown son, your penny colored son, your copper colored boys, when you can keep them free of the handcuffs, right? And you can protect them from the pilgrims, then let's have a conversation. But other than that, it's not even worth y'all mentioning my name unless you talking about your grandma, unless you kicking it with your grandpa, going to doctor's appointments with your auntie. You understand what I'm saying? We're not on the same level. We're not on the same level. Stay in your area, in your section. That's what y'all deal with. Let them have at it. I got no qualms with that. But don't step across the gun line, beloved. Don't do it. Don't do it. I've been through the fire. Phoenix is the fire, baby. You can't burn what's already on fire. Understand that. Understand that. I'm going to tell y'all, these clowns, they taking up a lot of people's time. They taking up a lot of space. Fucking up the oxygen with the nonsense that they be talking about. Repetitive, bullshit, redundant, nonsense. Nobody got time for that. What y'all Pan-Africans doing? Y'all going to go take over Africa? What are y'all doing exactly? The Pan-Africans be talking hella shit about the Moors, but technically, only city in Africa named Africa is in Tunisia, right? And if you look at the maps from Princeton University, Ivy League school, Jabari, since you want to talk about scholarship, Princeton University, the Wildemüller maps of 1554 make it very, very clear where Africa was before the continent was called Africa. So you can have your Roman goddess because they were under Roman occupation. You can have that. You got to share it with the Moors, though, because that's their section. That's their territory. You talking about this West Africa shit, right? You talking about this West Africa shit. But at the end of the day, prove it. Prove it. Prove it. You want to have a conversation with me, beloved? We can have a conversation. I promise I won't curse you out. Not in the manner in which you think. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be the results that you think you're going to get, baby. It's not going to do that. It's not going to work. It doesn't matter if I talk in a really soft, monotone voice, or if I'm popping loud and got the neck snapping and the fingers popping and all that. However it shakes out, baby, it's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you. So I'm hoping that y'all find some type of end game prophecy for your folks. Because now, as it stands, if you think you're a kidnapped African, if you think that you're a kidnapped African that was made to come over here and work for free, you might want to make sure several things first so you can have all your ducks in a row, especially when you have this conversation with me. I'm going to give you some little spicy meatballs, a couple little caveats one time for the mind, okay? You need to know if your family, your loved one, your relative was a prisoner over there in Africa already. You need to make sure that they didn't get exiled from their land and they were just part of the expendables like the other Europeans, which were the first slaves that came over here. Those are your African Americans. If Africa is what you're talking about, please bring it to the time before y'all called the whole continent Africa. Okay, because the last time I checked, the Nigerian's a Nigerian. A Tanzanian is a Tanzanian. There's over 55 countries, beloveds. Y'all gonna have to pick one. You're gonna have to pick one. But what you're not gonna do is shove that square peg in this round hole. You understand? You're the square peg in a round hole, baby. It's not a good fit. It's not a good fit, honey. You're going to have to find out if your folks was already prisoners over there. See, when y'all talk this slavery shit, you don't break down what the word slave means, because what the new word for slave is employee, honey. A master is no different than a supervisor, a team leader, a manager, a general manager. That's what a master would be, honey. A servant is a member of family, is a house full of servants. A servant is a people helper, right? I know you don't know where your folks was from, honey. So I don't know what the rest of, these folks are talking about, but I'm back in the 1200s. I'm back in the 1300s in the genealogy, baby. There's nothing you can tell me. There's nothing you can tell me. And quite frankly, I'm just hoping that you get your bloodline together, right? Like, have a conversation with your granny or your elders talking about y'all from Africa. You learned that shit from these fucking schools, right? You let them saturate your mind with that. Prove how you got here. Did you come in 1965 when they closed the American Colonization Society offices? Because the final office closed in 1964. So they were open from the 1700s unofficially and incorporated in 1816. Have you checked out the Liberia Constitution that was founded by Americans, not kidnapped Africans that came to America and ended up going back home? That's not what happened. It's not what the Constitution says, what the Declaration of Independence of Liberia says, honey. Now, again, you're going to have to come with what boat y'all asses came on, what country kidnapped you, what was your folks doing before they got swept up and hauled off across the Atlantic? Why your country ain't never came back for y'all? There's some factors, honey, that you're going to have to deal with. See, I ain't going to let y'all take me off my square, because this is really how I live. This is really what's going on. This is what my mama and daddy will tell you. My uncle's 76 years old. He'll tell you the same thing. You can't call my grandma no liar, baby. You can't call what the Library of Congress says about my folks not true. You cannot say what these records that have my ancestors' name on are not mine. They are mine. I am bloodline related to these people. There's nothing you can do about that. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. So when you have these arguments and, you make these comments and stuff like that, the only thing it does is make y'all look crazy. But it's so serious to y'all that y'all sitting here taking shots at the Aborigines, right? But y'all fronting like y'all so-called pro-black. Y'all gotta cut the shit. You're acting like you're so pro-black. You don't got no smoke for these pilgrims. I never see y'all running down on none of these congressmen, no assemblymen, no city councilmen. You're not doing anything to save your children. You can't stop them pilgrims from doing nothing to you. What kind of smoke you think you got for me? Please come with the law. I'm going to give you a heads up, Jabari. The heads up is going to be the Civil Rights Act of April 11th, 1968. That's Public Law 90-284. the rights of Indians. Okay? The rights of Indians. Not Native Americans, not African slaves that came over and they free. The rights of Indians. That's what it says. That's it, and that's all. I'm really not sure, what's eating y'all little Gilbert grape niggas. I ain't sure. It ain't really my problem. But what I'm going to tell y'all is, y'all better have y'all ducks in a row. You come for Phoenix, you better be ready for this heat. I'm going to bring it. I'm going to have a whole bunch of bodies on these tomahawks, baby. Because I swing them all the time, especially when I have to. Not, when I have to. I'm a protector. My twin sister's the healer. I'm the protector. I'm the general. I'm the war chief. Understand that. I don't know, why y'all keep bringing up Brother Dane and all of that. I don't know why y'all think y'all gonna stop what's happening. Because now, people that look like you, Jabari, we got something to talk about to Congress. And you want to know what? They're going to give us more than 5 minutes of their time, baby. It's not going to be no where they sit there with that dumbass look, elbowing each other like, look, these niggas still think they from Africa. That's your problem. That's your problem. FamilySearch.org is a free site. If you don't want to subscribe to Ancestry, that's fine. The Mormon Church will absolutely help you. And even if you want, I have the manifest that y'all niggas can't never seem to find. Really not that hard to locate, but y'all research has been so, vague in scope because y'all deal with blanket stories. You're not really searching for no truth, beloved. Because if you were searching for truth, you would start with yourself, right? Not dealing with these blanket stories. Little Billy up the block got his ass beat by both his parents. They locked him in the closet and starved him. Does that mean all the kids in the neighborhood had parents that abused them and starved them too? Absolutely not. So you're going to have to be part of that less than 300,000 people that came here in the entire 350 years. So let's do the math on that. That's about 36 and a half Africans a month for 350 years, which also includes your North African Europeans, right? Can't exclude them. Or 857 Africans a month for 350 years. That's not enough, baby. It's not enough. Every war fought on this soil was with them against us. Every war on this soil, with the exception of the Spanish-Mexican War and the Spanish-American War, every war here since these colonizers came was always with us. Nat Turner's grandmother. I need y'all to do your homework, Jabari. Don't come half-cocked just shooting down some shit that throws out your little $250,000 education. Rip that goddamn degree up. Because if they ain't never showed you how to deal with your folks, deal with your grandma and all of them, you have been failed by the New York City Board of Education or wherever it is that you may have attended. You should have a problem with them because they taught you nothing of your own, folks. They taught you a blanket story, and y'all niggas is riding all the way to town with it on a broken ass donkey. Broken donkey, not even a horse. You ain't even coming in with a fancy suit and a horse like Django. Your ass is riding in rags and a donkey. Right? So, I ain't going to take up too much of your time talking about you. It's not what I'm going to do. It's not what I'm here for. But I just got wind of this video. And this was from August 19th. Like I said, I don't pay y'all no mind because y'all don't talk about nothing that, is going to do anything for me and my family or any of the people that I deal with. There's nothing that you can say or do that is going to be conducive to our well-being. It's a bunch of shit that people, want to get romantic with certain ideas and shit like that. That's fine, honey. You're entitled to that. You're absolutely entitled to that. And it's quite all right. It's quite all right. Don't worry about how I speak, beloved. Because when it's time to speak to the people that y'all niggas is afraid of, I got all the right words to say. And I make them come to a screeching halt. When's the last time you made a white man get all beat red in the face and get up and flee the courtroom? When's the last time? Has there ever been a time that you've done that? When have you flown across the country to come make sure that your son, who's a felon, doesn't get violated on some bogus ass charges? What y'all niggas really talking about? That's my resume. That's my resume. I'm proactive. I don't really be reactive too much. I'm proactive. And I know how to clap back at everybody. And if you think I give it up to these pilgrims the way that I do, what do you think, what type of chance do you think you stand? What type of, shots you think you're going to call? Stay in your area. Don't cross the motherfucking gun line. And please remember, you're a guest in my house. You're a guest in my house. Wipe your feet, baby. Wipe your feet. You're not going to do the Rick James with your feet on my couch. You're not going to do it. You can't do it. Save that smoke for your real enemy. This is why we can't be joining hips with y'all. We cannot really even deal with y'all because sometimes just that little fucking snippet of shit that y'all talk is still embedded in some of the Aborigines' brains, and they, it causes them to flip-flop, right? Have confusion and doubt and stuff. And here go me with the same old consistent message. Deal with your folks. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Let me tell you, one of the requirements for freedom, the main requirement for freedom is self-determination. Determination of your motherfucking self. Not what these books said. Not what none of these fucking professors told you. Not what these fucking teachers told you in elementary school when they said that you came from some jungle somewhere in 1619. Oh shit, well America was a jungle in 1619, baby. You're going to have to explain some stuff to me. And I don't think you're going to be ready for the questions that I'm going to ask you. You can't say that no records that I have with my bloodline relatives and birth certificates and shit, you can't say that that's fraudulent. But I can absolutely tell you the stories and shit that y'all be talking about. That shit ain't about nothing. And you want to really keep it real? Shout out to Professor Smalls that sit there on that motherfucking couch with his half-truth self. My suggestion is to these elders, you better get right. You better get right with your people. Some of y'all is got more years behind you than you do ahead of you. Leave the right legacy behind. Leave the right legacy behind. You want to do the right thing before you fucking slip into darkness. You want to do the right thing. You want to be known for doing righteous work, not pseudo shit. Because you can't prove that African shit. You can't prove your relation to it. They not over there building no pyramids now. They don't have none of the structures. They didn't even see plantation-style houses until Liberia. They just stopped speaking Mariko in 1974. The language was eradicated when they kicked the Liberians out of Ghana. Now, you want to talk about politics, global history, and civics? I bet you I know more about Africa, the inside, the inner, than you do. You can study all these 3000 BC. You can't prove nothing happened 3000 BC. I can tell you what happened 400 years ago with my folks, though. I can tell you what they were doing. Can you do the same? If not, then I'm giving you the heads up. I know y'all little trolly rollies is watching and all of that. Run go tell that. Run go let them niggas know. Phoenix calling you out now. You done said my name one time too many, and you didn't invite me to y'all little weenie party. Y'all ain't really invite me to your weenie party. There's a reason for that. Yeah, I ain't get no tag at Phoenix. One of my brothers had to show me that. We laughed hysterically, right? You know. But at the end of the day, I don't think we're on the same page. I don't think that the shit that I talk about is really similar to what anybody else is talking about, because I'm coming with the law. And not only am I coming with the law, I'm coming with the history, the tangible bloodline history. It's a little different. It's a little different than the shit y'all talk about on that couch. It's a little different than the shit y'all talking about that couch. And I can really just fuck the whole debate up with just my family. I don't got to talk about nobody else's. I could tell you what happened in Virginia. I could tell you what was happening in New York. Tell you what was happening in the South. Right? I'm going to need y'all, Pan-Africans, to get y'all life. And if you really about Africa, if you really feeling it, then go start talking to them leaders over there. Because last I checked, they don't have a Donald Trump. They don't have a Donald Trump over there. It's nobody but Africans over there oppressing their Africans. You want to be heavily submerged in those affairs? Be my guest. They need somebody to help them. Join up with the Moors so y'all can get back to Africa and take care of what y'all gotta take care of. Dealing with these pilgrims one-on-one, 1 versus 20 of them. I can get them to listen to me. Not only can I get them to listen to me, I make them do what they're supposed to do. There is a remedy. You just have to find it. All that scholarship and you ain't found no remedy yet? You ain't found no remedy yet? From my understanding, y'all motherfuckers still paying taxes. Y'all still getting locked up. Y'all still afraid of police. Y'all still afraid of every fucking body that, you know, light, bright, damn near white and white. Y'all afraid. Don't come for me. Don't come for the Aborigines. You can't do it, baby. Not successfully. You're not going to be successful. And as it stands right now, we get more smoke from the Pan-African community than we actually do from the pilgrims. What does that say about you guys? What does that say about you? What does that say about you? Right? Take them shackles off, baby. It don't matter how educated you are. That means you were trained. Educate means to train, and you were trained to think some shit that ain't gonna bring you no fruit. You are not the African you think you are. Y'all niggas ain't locked up with no goddamn Africans. Y'all not locked up with them. They're not in the prisons with these Aborigine males. No section over there. You think they're going to section the shit off? You know, jail and prison is sections. You got the so-called Hispanics, the Aryans, the Muslims, the Israelites, and the so-called Negroes. Then you got the Bloods and the Crips. Ain't no African sections in these prisons, baby. Stop it. Stop. They ain't got no section nowhere. They come here and they live better than you do, Jabari. They don't have the same issues as you, honey. They get a starter kit when they come here. If Africa's so great, why y'all niggas ain't left yet? You had free trips. Why your family didn't go? That office didn't close until 1965. A decade and some change before I was born. That y'all had plenty of time to go. Why your folks ain't leave? Do your parents support this Africa stuff? Did your grandma have a conversation with you about that, honey? Did your grandpa sit you down and say, son, I need you to learn about Africa? Did he do that? Your aunties, did they talk to you about that? When we were little girls in Africa, where is the collateral lines? Where's the rest of your family? Where the rest of them at over there? How come you don't have them on the show? Why they ain't sitting on Sonetti couch talking about brother, 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 brother? What languages do you speak? And don't tell me Swahili, because they taught my aunt that shit in 1968, and she went to a Catholic school. And after they killed Martin Luther King, they made it their business to scramble for this black power nonsense that ain't brought y'all no motherfucking fruit. Right? But you know, like Pharrell said, It's a new day. It's a new day, baby. We're not dealing with them fucking stories. We're not subscribing to that nonsense. If you want to talk about a plan to help your African folks, I could show you how to do it, baby. Trust me, I could show you how to get remedy over there in your hood, in your neck of the woods too. Right? You really want to know? Let's talk about some practical shit. Some shit that you can actually sink your teeth into. Not this jaw jacking and sitting here fighting the Aborigines so you can get likes and subscriptions on your motherfucking channel. Nigga, deal with your folks. Deal with your folks. And cut it out with the sausage parties. Y'all niggas sound crazy. It's like some gay shit. And if that's your area, that's fine too. But please stop acting like... Stop. Just stop with the shits. Stop. Nobody with that, honey. Nobody with it. I'm really trying to be real pleasant. I'm trying to be really pleasant. And, you know, I don't really want to be condescending. I don't really want to, you know, intimidate you anymore, right? See, I changed the advisory. So I have parental discretion is advised because I like to cuss, right? That's what I do. That's what I do when I'm talking to my folks. I'm not speaking to the oppressor. I'm not talking to the Pan-Africans. I'm talking to my niggas. My niggas, right? So, you know, y'all want to have a conversation, you're going to have your shit together. Gonna have to have your shit together. It's really that simple, right? We don't need no problems. We don't need that. I don't really want no problems. But if you really want to fix Africa, then you might want to reach out to me. And if you talk to me nice, I'll give you the remedy. I'll show you how to get it. I'll show you how to obtain what it is that y'all niggas not even thinking about obtaining. You're more concerned with what's going on with the Aborigines. You can't be peeking through my window, buddy. This is my house. You peeking through the window. You worried about what we having for dinner and shit over here, nigga. What's going on in your fridge? What you got in your fridge? Across the goddamn Atlantic. What you got over there, baby? What's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? Nothing but scams. Nothing but schemes. Then y'all gotta, like, let's keep it real. Now you really, let's just really talk about this shit. Because a lot of y'all shit got to do with pedophilia, fucking with underage girls, right? Y'all involved in a whole lot of shit. And I think that the Aborigines is coming to fuck with y'all purse strings and shit. We don't give a fuck about your pocketbook, boss. We don't care about that. We trying to get justice. We trying to get retribution and shit for grandma and grandpa. Y'all got a lot of shit going on. A lot of y'all are sick in the mind. You got, like Bernie Choctaw say, straighten out your mind. Gotta straighten out your mind, baby. You can't have the fucking cornbread, homie. You're not gonna mix cornbread with the fufu. Hold on, y'all. You're not gonna mix the cornbread with the fufu. It's not gonna work. Stop peeking in the window. Get you a motherfucking telescope or some binoculars, right? Because there's a place in Barbados that you can stand on the island and you can have a view of Senegal. Get you a nice little looking glass. Get closer. Get closer to your essence. Get closer to your nature. Get closer to your home. Because you can cut the tree down, but the roots still remain. Where your roots at? Where your roots at? I'm so sick of y'all little fucking pseudo-kuntas. Y'all pseudo-kuntas. Y'all do know that Alex Haley lied, right? See, this is the fucking problem. And this is where our reparations and redress of grievance come in. Right? And the reason why I say that, because look at the fucking tricks that them stories played on people's minds. Right? Look at the stories that it played on their minds. Post-traumatic stress disorder based off of these fucking school systems. And that motherfucking McGraw-Hill, I got a problem with them. I got a problem with them. My thing is to lobby to make sure that they do not keep distributing this bullshit information, right? I know if I don't think my daughter's father would approve, but just I'm gonna have a conversation with him, because I can have my 12-year-old debate you. She knows 5 languages, and she teaches me Choctaw, Chata Anumpa, and she teaches me Algonquin words. My baby girl does that. She don't talk as city slick as me, you know. She don't talk like that. So you want that proper diction and all that other stuff. I can put my to sit on your fucking couch, but we have to be heavily guarded, because you know y'all niggas like them. Y'all like it. You like shit you shouldn't like. Y'all like shit y'all shouldn't like. But under close guard, she can have a conversation with y'all about who she is. And my baby girl can tell you exactly who her 4th, 5th, 8th, 9th, 10th great grandmother is. You sure you want that smoke? You sure you want that? I don't think y'all do. I don't think they do. I think they just talking. I think they just talking, and y'all just a minor distraction, because you ain't stopping nothing that we got going on in our camp. You're not stopping nothing. African Americans ain't African, about 40,000 strong, B. You ain't stopping that. You ain't stopping that. Look at the scholars that's coming out that camp. My team against yours. Oh, man. Stop it. Stop it. I'll just blow your whole dashiki made in China out the frame. Just stop it. Just stop. Y'all coming apart at the seams. Y'all clearly don't have a lot to talk about. You ain't got no smoke for these pilgrims. You ain't got no remedy for your African folks. You ain't doing shit about Libya and slavery over there. Same shit that been going on for the last how many years, Jabari? You the expert. How many years, honey? Important for you to be a Pan-African and talk about Americans in their house, but you won't talk about the shit that's going on in your own house? You want to take the spotlight off that shit? You want to take the spotlight off the shit in your own land? You want to take the spotlight off of how nobody came for you? Ain't nobody offering y'all no free college in Ghana, nigga. How much you spent on them student loans, Jabari, with all that education, baby? Did you go to the school in Nigeria for free? Did they offer you a full scholarship, first class ticket home so you can go be one of their scholars and do something great with Africa? Or are you a vassal that's hired here to trip up the American so they can't have what's theirs? What side you on, baby? You on this side or the brown skin side? What is this doing? Y'all disrespectful. Y'all do greaseball shit. Half of y'all got mixed women, damn near white women, right? Half of y'all do. Let's keep it real. I don't think that's something that y'all got in your nature. Bottom line is this. You want to debate with Phoenix? You know how y'all be hyping that shit up? When y'all was talking that shit with them Israelites and all that, pay me, I'll come through. Come through and fuck up y'all whole little sausage party. And I'm going to put my feet all on y'all motherfucking couch. Right? Put my feet all over your fucking couch. Y'all are the most disrespectful, and I find y'all to be way more oppressive than any pilgrim could ever be. No pilgrim would ever say some of the shit these Pan-Africans say to me. I have more problem. My first experience with racism was with y'all Pan-Africans calling me black. And I got up from the table on the first day of school and I whipped that little nigga's ass. And the first thing that came out my mouth was African booty scratcher. I never heard that shit in my life, but I know I said it. And I find that shit remarkably hilarious because I never heard nobody in my family say it. I never even heard my peers say it until they had the same problem, and they would say the same thing. Now, how from here to Alaska, how the hell do they know the word African booty scratcher? Got to be some generational deep shit encoded in our DNA where automatically we are on guard, right? We are on guard because we know y'all don't got our motherfucking back. Original Catamites, eunuchs, right? Talk about that sub-Saharan slave trade. Motherfuckers walked from one end of Africa to the other and lost the 20 million that you saying, claiming, lying that they came across the fucking Atlantic. It's whole slavery going on right now over there. Right the fuck now. Not only can you not talk about what happened 300 years ago with your folks, you won't even talk about what the fuck happened yesterday in Liberia. Y'all niggas got me fucked up. In Libya, excuse me. You got all these people, last name Jones, over in Africa. You best believe they came from America. They took the Indians from Baltimore, Maryland, and created Maryland in Liberia and put them niggas on Baltimore Street. Now, if that ain't the boldest shit these pilgrims did, the slickest shit, Maryland, the state of Maryland, forced them to go. Forced them. They had 2 days to leave the state of Maryland, or they had to go to Liberia. That was the law. I can show you that. Why did they go over there speaking Marico? How come if I talk to a Liberian that been there 8, 9, 10 generations, he still sound like he just came from Kentucky Fried Chicken? Explain that shit to me. Explain the fact that they sound like they just came from down south and they ain't never been over here a day in their life. We just gonna use common sense shit. I don't gotta get on all of that because that would take me back to my days of higher education, and I could rip them goddamn degrees up because they ain't served me well at all. They don't care if you have a degree in basket weaving. Them motherfuckers just want to know you can sit still after you get out of high school and follow a specific regimen without being told what to do. That's all they care about. Because come find out, a lot of y'all got self-proclaimed doctors. Y'all claim to have all these PhDs, and you don't know less than 300 motherfucking Africans came here in the entire history of slavery. Less than 300,000. Deal with them numbers. You a scholar, baby. You should be excellent at math. You deal with those numbers. Stop with the fake ass exponential, grandiose fucking shit. Because every woman that had a baby, there's a birth certificate or a record of that birth. And they are attached to a living soul that is somewhere in America today. The same would be for you if your ass is really African. So now, you worried about this pseudo shit that you call pseudo shit. I'm worried about that pseudo Kenta shit. Kunta Kinte shit you talking about. Who over there is your folks? Who over there know you? When you go over there for the holidays and stuff like that, what your grandma make you? What your grandma make you? She make you fufu? Or you eating jerk chicken, my nigga? You eating cornbread? Mofongo? What you dealing with? It's got to be something that came from the Americas. This shit real ridiculous. Y'all gonna stop playing. You want to have a conversation with me? Pay me to sit at y'all sausage party and make sure I got a brown paper bag so I could throw up in when y'all start trying to kill grandmas and shit. When y'all get y'all grandpa killer on. None of that shit y'all talking about. Gonna stop these feathers. We gonna strut our stuff. We ain't even make our grand debut yet. It's gonna be a really big show. And the whole world's gonna know. The whole world's gonna know that we know. It's funny when I talk to these pilgrims, they be like, damn, you know? Yeah, we're sorry about that. You ain't getting no apology for slavery. you know, in a grand scale, because for the simple fact that most of y'all was not fucking slaves. Most of us weren't slaves, but y'all in y'all mind, that Pan-African mind, that shit got y'all feeling some kind of way. Y'all still feeling inadequate, and you still afraid of the pilgrim. That's some weak shit. That's some weak shit. You ain't got no smoke for them pilgrims. You damn sure ain't got no smoke for Phoenix. High Lotus Television. Right? So, at the end of the day, we got work to do. We don't need no distractions from y'all sideline niggas. You ain't fitting in at home, and you're putting yourself in exile position over here, because that's going to be the next thing. If we got to start having y'all removed and writing letters to Congress and shit to get rid of y'all, right? Start revoking some of y'all green cards and shit, because y'all becoming a nuisance, a fucking thorn in the side, and y'all stopping some shit. Y'all halting it. You can't stop it. It's the fucking truth. You can't stop it. You could just sidetrack and, you know, throw a little egg here and there. But other than that, what you gonna do with everybody's grandma? You gonna dump everybody motherfucking grave, homie? Where was your folks at? Where is your folks at? Where were they? What were they doing? What was their industry? Was they a blacksmith? Was they a welder? Was they a seamstress? What did they do in 1800 when they was working for free white people, working for these white people? What was your folks doing exactly? They all got last names over there in Africa too. What is your folks' last name? I find all sorts of documentation because I've been doing genealogy for a long time, right? So you can say they said that our records was burnt. That's a lie. I could show you the records in South Africa too. I could show you people records in South Africa. So that's a lie. You're not going to use that. Y'all just don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all just don't know what y'all talking about. So when it come down to the smallest things, you want to get all technical with pyramids and 5000 BC and the black this and the black shit. You don't know that black and white mean the exact same fucking thing? They mean the exact fucking thing. They mean the exact fucking thing. And if your ass is really African, show me your naturalization card. When have you been naturalized? Were your parents naturalized? Sonetta, ain't you Dominican? Ain't you Dominicano? Do your grandmama's papers say Negro on it? Or do it say African? Because if you want me to show you records from Dominican Republic, I can show you for every 500 Indians, there was 3 Africans, and they named their father, where they was from, and how long they were going to be there. Where y'all at with that type of scholarship? Where y'all at with them records? Y'all just now getting colonized over there in Africa. Just now. Just now. Johnny come latelys with the colonizers. It's still a predominantly chocolate-covered continent. Y'all ain't been saturated with Europeans. Some of y'all kings sold y'all out. Shout out to King Peter. He sold that land in Liberia to the American Colonization Society and the United States for a couple pairs of shoes, some tobacco, some rum, and a couple of umbrellas. And one little case of gunpowder. Look up all the places named Africa. Only one of them is in Tunisia on the continent of Africa. You got 2 places in America, 2 places in Mexico, a couple places in Peru, a couple of places in Panama, Venezuela, all the places named Africa, and Canada. All the places named Africa is in the fucking Americas. Now, when did y'all start calling that continent Africa, bro? When did y'all start calling that continent Africa? Was your folks kidnapped and brought to the Americas before or after? Before or after? I don't think you ready for me, honey. It sound good. Might have even boosted your likes and shit like that. But I don't think you're ready. Because I'm going to just ask these simple questions that your technically educated ass is going to have a hard time with. You're going to beat it around the bush. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not going to fucking play them games with me. I see how y'all niggas operate. Y'all niggas is disgusting. Y'all ain't nobody's brothers. I'm not your fucking sister. I seen what y'all did to homeboy Hassan Campbell. That was some real fucked up shit. He was a fucking victim, and y'all fucking joked to him. Y'all got him lined up with African Bambaataa pervert ass. Where y'all niggas' minds at? I don't care if you ain't cool with Polite now. You was cool with that motherfucker. He ripping people off too. Where y'all minds at exactly? What type of contract they offered y'all as vassals? Look that word up, beloved. Vassals. V-A-S-S-A-L. Vassal. Catamite. Boule ass niggas. Greek fraternity ass niggas. That's right up your area because Africa was named after a Greek Roman goddess, so that might be in your league. Let me not even say that. Y'all probably wear y'all leather jackets and oil yourselves up. Fucking men's on film on some Blaine and Antoine shit. What's really fucking good with y'all? What you got for them people that's really following y'all besides smoke and hot air? Because you ain't got no smoke. It's a shame what y'all doing. It's a shame what y'all doing. And y'all need to be disgusted with yourselves. Y'all got time to fucking repent. You got time to fucking repent and make it right with the people who you're misleading with y'all nonsense. Taking up time and fucking vertical airspace with y'all bullshit. You ain't breaking down no laws in Africa. Where was you when I broke down the Congo Constitution? Where y'all niggas was at then? Where was y'all when I did the Kenyan Constitution? What y'all niggas had to say about that? Y'all didn't say nothing. I didn't hear a peep from you. Phoenix say she Indian and now you got a problem. When I said I was Indian, I still said I got something for y'all Africans so y'all can hold y'all shit down. Y'all didn't want it. Y'all didn't want it. Who's your beef with? The Dutch? Who you gonna did law over there and they ended up getting kicked out the country. So whether or not they got on a boat and got kicked the fuck out, so what? That's what they did to criminals. They sent them elsewhere because they didn't want them in their lands. There was some sort of trade going on. So don't think they just came and kidnapped Africans without getting something in return. Which one of y'all niggas trying to sue Belgium? King Leopold did a number on y'all over there in the 1900s. That wasn't no 400 years ago and shit. What smoke y'all got for the Portuguese? How many of those African countries in West Africa speak language of their conqueror? You got Portuguese, you got French. What y'all doing? You speaking Dutch and German? What y'all got? What you got going on for your folks? What's lined up over there to free them up? To help them not be oppressed by their own fucking people. Ain't no goddamn pilgrims and Donald Trumps over there doing a team takeover like they did over here. What's your end game? Y'all just another type of church. Another type of religion, and you got these fucking people fooled. And really, to end their oppression, even if they're not American Indian, even to end their oppression, it's going to start with them knowing who the hell their grandma is. Don't matter if you're American Indian, if you're fucking Dutch, if you're, you know, fucking Russian or Slavic or from Czech Republic, they still got to know who they folks is. Uplifting the Aborigines. I miss you too, beloved sister. How y'all beautiful ones doing? You know? So, There ain't no map of Kemet. Niggas can't find no map of Kemet. I hear you talking about it. I hear you talking about it. Upper Kemet, lower Kemet. Turn that map upside down, because them Europeans that was doing the topography, they couldn't even make it out of the Pillars of Hercules. So turn the map upside down, because really what's north is south and what's south is west, is north. So I'm trying to figure out what y'all got going on. Y'all dipping y'all nose over here in our turkey feathers, but you ain't taking care of what y'all got with y'all giraffes and hyenas over there. What's your end game? Please come correct. That's all I'm asking. You're going to have to come correct. And not only are you going to have to come correct, you're going to have to come with the law. Now I'm going to force y'all niggas into finding a solution for y'all African people. Let's see what y'all niggas is really about. Let's see what y'all niggas is really about. I'm going to put y'all to the test, right? Because they don't deserve to be fucking put on hold while y'all niggas is just gathering up everybody fucking money and doing whatever it is y'all doing, running around, talking all this crazy shit. What you doing for your peoples? What are you doing for your peoples? I'm going to put y'all niggas to the motherfucking test. I'm going to put y'all to the motherfucking test. And I'll do it in a loving and nurturing way, right? Because I don't like seeing people fucked up. But like I said, y'all gonna have to take a moment and repent. Y'all gonna owe y'all subscribers a fucking apology for wasting their goddamn time, filling their head up with this nonsense. These motherfuckers going from school of thought to school of thought to school of thought to school of thought and all this other shit. And like a fucking dog on a treadmill with a hot dog on a goddamn string, just chasing the fucking... It's not gonna work. Stop doing that to people. How y'all niggas sleep at night? Let me take that back, because in the words of my friend Nadine, rest her soul, I asked that question about 7 years ago before she passed away, and she said, Phoenix, they sleep just fine. Get it in your mind, baby. They sleep just fine. And I find that to be the fucking truth. Y'all sitting here worried about what Phoenix got going on, what Autochthonous One got going on, what Dane Calloway got going on, but you not worried about what Libya got going on. You ain't worried about that shit. It's more important for you to fucking get your ass over here in our affairs, and you tell them pilgrims they gonna have to come better than that. Because if they sent your ass, then you know goddamn well not only are we gonna kick your ass, but we gonna get them motherfuckers evicted too. Did you know that there was a law to do that, Jabari? Mr. Scholarship? Did you know that there was a law to remove foreigners from this land? Mr. Scholarship? You want to get on the phone and we call Ghana on the fucking three-way and see if I tell them I'm from the diaspora, if Ghana's going to let me go to college for free, Mr. Jabari? Am I going to get a free education? What they got for you over there? What they got for you over there? What did all your scholarship pay for? What are you doing for your community? I ain't talking about no free book bags and all that dumb shit. What type of freedom you got for folks? What type of liberation you got for people that you say you care about? These are the questions you need to ask yourself before you worry about how the fuck we self-identify. You worried about the wrong things, baby. We ain't your motherfucking enemy, but as it stands right now, we ain't your motherfucking friends neither. Ain't got no reason to be. Can't trust y'all niggas as far as we can kick y'all across the goddamn Atlantic. You feel me? Y'all not to be trusted. Y'all do it to your own. Motherfuckers that got on that couch no quicker than they got on that goddamn couch, y'all snaked them. Y'all snaked them. You got some gossip or some niggas lurking about around the corner. Well, y'all got the right motherfucking one, because I know y'all like to play them type of games. You're going to have to get a hell of a squad of fucking bangers to fuck with me. With the hands and feet, I could still roundhouse kick. I could still bend my legs behind my motherfucking neck, right? I'm agile. I'm active. Y'all try that shit with me, and it's going to be the last time y'all try that shit. I know what type of games y'all be playing. I know what type of games y'all be playing. Oh, love me? Once you pay attention, love life, pay attention to what's happening. Pay attention to what's happening. There's shit you got to do for yourself. When you self-determined, you know what your next step is going to be, right? When you got what you need to have, you know where you're supposed to be, you move accordingly. I got the information. I ain't promising niggas no deliverance. I ain't Jesus. I got my family, though. It's about 120 of us. And I got all they back, and we're all protected. That's what I got for my Aborigine folks. And I'm showing other Aborigines how to do that for their people, too. It's the gift that keeps on giving, bringing people home. One Indian at a time, baby. That's what I got. That's what I got going on. And I got the laws that these pilgrims wrote that prove that we get remedy, right? That's what I do. That's what I got. Tell you what, love life, tell you what is there to tell you. What are you looking for? Someone to save you, sister? What are you looking for? Find your grandparents. Find out who you are. And then come back and ask that question. I'll show you what the next step is. You got to catch up, boo. Got to catch up. Don't worry about what Phoenix doing. Worry about what I'm not doing. I'm not jerking no people around. I ain't robbing no motherfucking body. I ain't setting no motherfucking body up. And I got people connecting with their family. I got people thinking about their family that they've been neglecting while they listening to them niggas on that bullshit couch. Now let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. That's enough. That's way more than these other niggas been doing. Got motherfuckers sitting there asking their grandparents and their elders questions about them. Not this revisionist story, not this bullshit blanket stories that we got. This the shit that we dealing with. Family, bloodline, relatives. And I will constantly remind the Aborigine not to forget their bloodline relatives. I don't live oppressed. I don't worry about that. So when you want to know what Phoenix is doing for the people, Phoenix got them looking and checking in on their family. Phoenix got them real comfortable in their house. That's what's happening, love life. That's what's happening. Phoenix is dropping the laws that are applied to the Indians, not the Native Americans. That's what I'm doing. I'm bringing up the shit that everybody looks past because motherfuckers will tell you to look at what John Henry Clark say or listen to what this nigga say or listen to what that nigga say. And I'm here to remind people to listen to the people that have a stake in their life, their grandparents, their parents. Listen to the people that have bloodline relatives, relativity to them. Listen to the people that can give you a kidney if you need it. Okay? Not these sucker niggas that be trying to rip motherfuckers off and sell them on some shit that they not even dealing with. Some motherfuckers over here in America robbing they so-called people, right? Robbing they so-called people. Why they not over in Africa handing out blankets and motherfucking mosquito nets? Why they not having conversations about why them people over there busting them people up with them injections and shit? Why they not over there telling people to stop eating them goddamn barbecuing gorillas and shit? Blowing up cow asses and shit. So, you want to know what Phoenix is doing? Phoenix ain't nobody Jesus. And I come hard and austere and real fucking serious. You know why? Because they fucking kidnap minds. You understand what I'm saying? And that shit can't happen again. That shit can't happen again. That shit don't work for me. And it don't work for none of my people neither. Hope I answered your question. And I hope your folks that you dealing with and that you caping for can answer the same motherfucking question when I ask them what they doing for their folks. What they doing with their folks over there in Africa. And the answer is nothing. The answer is nothing. Don't nobody over there recognize them. Don't nobody over there welcome them home, telling them, come, let's make Africa great again. 4,000, over 4,000 of the whole entire Earth's minerals come from Ireland. All of that, oh, they stealing gold and they stealing diamonds. Well, if they got the shit already, why the F? I ain't never seen them niggas hanging out over there. They got a whole Igbo Congress over there. What y'all kinfolk? They setting up shop over here. And they live better than y'all niggas do. That's claiming to be motherfucking Africans. Don't tell me shit. Don't tell me shit. This is why we can't be friends right now. Grandma said I can't have no company. That's why we can't be friends right now. That's why we can't be friends right now. It could have been beautiful. It could have been. They cutting it. How are we fresh, dark man? Is that better? Right? So, at the end of the day, what's your end game? Tell them niggas have their A game all the way ready. I done briefed you on some of the questions, and the rest I'm going to save for the element of surprise when I pull the fucking pseudo rug from underneath these fake ass motherfucking Zulus. If the motherfuckers sold their own, I know I'm expecting. If the motherfuckers sold their own, I know I'm expendable. Don't trust you far as I can kick you across the street. I done seen it already. The whole world seen y'all do that shit to that boy Hassan Campbell. The whole world seen y'all turn on fucking Polite and all that other shit. There's no honor amongst thieves. I didn't make y'all do that. I didn't make the Pan-Africans do some greaseball shit. Can't help that. Too bad, too fucking sad. But now, since y'all want to get in fucking Aborigine business, I'm going to force y'all niggas to deal with y'all shit y'all got going on. And I'm going to make you eat that fufu. One fucking spoonful at a time. And I'm going to give you the tablespoon, not the little baby spoon with the soft little plastic on it so it don't fuck your gums up. I'm just going to fucking give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. How you act like you want it. You want to have a civilized conversation? Have your end game ready, what you're doing with your African folks, before you think you're going to get all up in what we got going on, because you can't, because this is my house. And you're a fucking neighbor. You're a fucking neighbor. You're a neighbor. If I was a light-skinned bitch, y'all niggas would never be talking half the shit that they talk. I seen it, and I got screenshots, and I got a little mini movie coming out. Got a little thing coming out, and I'm gonna show motherfuckers what they've been saying for the last couple of years. When there's other one sister says, and I ain't even gonna mention that bitch name, and the people in that group know exactly who I'm talking about. They got crazy smoke for Phoenix, but they don't have nothing to say with this bitch over here. Fake ass African bitch got more European in her than Donald fucking Trump. Go figure. But this is the type of shit these niggas be talking about. Half y'all motherfuckers got white wives over there. They got foreign fucking wives, and they sitting here talking this Africa shit. Not only is they not welcome over there, they're not even welcome in their fucking broad's land where she from. Y'all got it fucked up. They got it fucked up. Straight up intruders gathering the nation. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. I'm gonna tell y'all for the last time, don't let these motherfuckers. Nah, it's a fuck. No, I don't even know who that is. Who's China Fox? I don't know who that is. It ain't her. It's a scrub muffin. She's a scrub that I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't even know who she is. I know whoever's on their motherfucking squad, ain't none of them really gonna deal with the information. You're not gonna tell me nothing about American history, because while y'all niggas was learning Africa, I was learning grandma. So there's gonna be a huge disconnect in the shit that I'm gonna be able to pop off the top like a fucking best freestyle ever. Y'all not gonna be able to do it. They not gonna be able to do it. So I ain't talking about none of the females on their couch at all. This is some other boy. Y'all gonna see her. Maybe y'all know her from some of the social media platforms, because she thinks she knows so much shit about Africa. This bitch is damn near white as the day is long, and she got more smacked than a little bit to talk, and nobody likes to correct her. The bitch talking about hair texture and all this other shit, and just so many contradictory statements. It's not even funny, but I see how niggas cape for that bitch. Right? Cape for that bitch. It's about 3-4 niggas that I trust, that I deal with in this forum, right? Aside from my family and shit. And I know they'll hold me down to the fucking end, right? But I ain't so sure about that. So yeah, I have to keep something in my purse, because when they walk up on me, I am going to them. I'm going to give them everything they're looking for. Because I got to protect myself. These niggas be having sausage parties. They don't really like women. They didn't really, you could tell they don't have healthy relationships. I know they talk to their fucking wives crazy. Probably a little backhand every now and then when them niggas get to drinking or doing whatever it is they used to do. Some of these niggas used to be crackheads. I'm from New York, y'all. Some of these niggas used to be crackheads. Let's just fucking talk about it all. So, at the end of the day, when you worried about what I'm bringing to the Aborigine people, every last one of them that I deal with that fuck with Phoenix is going to tell you I'll give it to them about their family. I don't be asking for no donations. I'm not asking for nobody to part with nothing. I'm asking people to get into their family, exercise your rights, and flex your shit, because you're home. Stop letting these fucking foster kids get the toy out the cereal box. They don't get the toy out the cereal box. They be lucky if they get a bowl of Captain Crunch, but they can't have the fucking toy. That's your shit. Your shit. That's your shit. That's the end of that. I'm telling you, so I'm going to give them a hard motherfucking time. And they're going to have some sort of shit between now and the time that they call for me, right? Now and the time they think they're going to come for me, y'all want to have a debate, get y'all money together, y'all going to have to pay me for my presence, right? Because y'all won't pay me for the likes of shit y'all get when y'all trying to disrespect me. And I stay out your tree, but you don't want to stay out of mine, I'm going to light your shit on fire. If you can't stand the heat, stay the fuck out Phoenix Kitchen. That's it and that's all. 3rd-degree burns out this motherfucker, skin grafts and shit. It's going to be a lot of fucking carnage on that end. It's going to be a lot of carnage. Save that shit for them fucking pilgrims that got something for you. They not doing that to me and the Indians here. They're not doing it. They're not going to do it. They're not even trying. You motherfuckers are in the way. You fucking Pan-Africans are in the way. Just being messy. Just being messy. Pilgrims don't even act like that. That's some sad shit. And I'm going to start recording when I go up in these fucking offices how I make them fucking conform. Right? We the king around this motherfucker. We the king of this shit. We the empress of America. Y'all do y'all little hoe stepping fetching shit. Hoe tapping and all that. But have something for your people. Have something for them. Have something for your oppressor. It's not the Aborigine. We could care less. But how dare y'all look a gift horse in the mouth? We share our fucking country with y'all. We done got gypped so much, and to the point where y'all motherfuckers think y'all gonna come over here and get ahead of my motherfucking son. of my motherfucking daughter. It's not gonna work for me. That shit don't work. Them days is over. I never owned a dashiki. Never did I own a dashiki. So y'all gotta get y'all life together. Y'all Pan-African lives. Deal with your folks. Pull out some of them records. Show me where your fucking folks was at. Let me know where they was at. Let me know where they was at. Here and there. Because now you got two places to fucking dig into the crates about. Relative to your family. Don't worry about what everybody else's family was doing. Worry about what Jabari family was doing. Where they was at in 1790 to 1940. 1790 to 1940. I'm going to give you that window. Them slave ships that were imported from Africa came from 1789 to 1798. I got the manifest. You're going to have to pick which fucking ship you was on. And please keep in mind, you better have your dictionary and your etymology with you, because that shit says slaves, laborers, and passengers. And a passenger is someone that paid for transportation. Not some kidnapped motherfucker that came over here and worked for free. Gotta get your shit together. 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 I'm always gonna be here for y'all Aborigines. Always. Always. This shit ain't gonna stop. I don't got no choice. The ancestors want me here. This is where they want me to be. We're gonna get this shit together. And we're gonna keep knocking them in their motherfucking face. Right? Because they don't want to stay out our motherfucking area. You don't want to stay out my section. We're going to make their shit messy. Let them go dirty up their own fucking house. They don't get to come here and drop no fucking litter on our streets. That's what they doing. That's what they doing. They acting like big old fucking coon jive turkeys. Jive turkeys. Or hating hyenas. Right? Yeah, hating hyenas. Okay? That's what they acting like. That's what they acting like. Yo, Johnny Bands, that's a good goddamn question. It's a good goddamn question. We ain't got none of the same fucking things going on. From the hygiene to the way we eat to how we celebrate and all that other shit. None of it. We you know, and there's nothing wrong with, you know, our unique differences. I ain't saying that them Africans ain't special, but what I am saying, this ain't their damn house. And if they want to cut that, you know, do all the shit that they feel like they can do, they got to do it at home. You can't do it here. We ain't letting y'all do it here. You ain't tricking us. Don't hit us with the brother. Ain't none of y'all all them y'all on 125th Street. All them African braiding salons. Show me which one of them hired y'all little nieces in the hood that know how to braid. Show me where they got some of them little young Aborigine sisters that live in Grant projects or St. Nicholas projects, and they put them up in the braiding salon so that they can get their school clothes money. Cornrows started in America. Ain't no corn in Africa. Now they done took our motherfucking craft, right? They done took our motherfucking craft and they make a killing off of some shit that we've been doing way before they got here. Let that shit marinate. What businesses do Africans extend to us besides a fucking scam? And dumb motherfuckers speak 7-8 languages. So once the Negro get caught, once they get caught, they snitch on the Negro, and then when they ask to France, the motherfuckers speak like 7-8 languages. And they'll get deported and act like nothing ever happened, and they get to start the shit all over again. Y'all want to have this conversation? Y'all want to have this conversation? Y'all niggas gonna have to pay me. You want to have a conversation with me and my team? Y'all gonna have to make it worth our while. It's fruitless. Even really, I will humor you just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I can show motherfuckers how weak y'all niggas are with this fucking Pan-African shit that ain't about a hill of beans. You ain't got nothing for them people. If you can't dig into them constitutions and show them people a remedy like I do, we ain't got the same conversation. Conversation, you're not going to be successful. I gave you a snippet. Now you motherfuckers got an opportunity to go and do your goddamn homework. Pick any concept. I'll break the shit down and I'll show you why the people are oppressed. And I'll show you what they're doing to them. Everybody that has a corporate state is having the exact same problems, whether they like it or not, whether they want to admit it or not. They got straw men in motherfucking Africa too. In all 55 of the goddamn countries. Y'all Pan-Africans want to keep excluding the Moors and shit. Like y'all want to throw the Moors on our side and shit. They got to prove that they fucking related to us. If you look it up in the dictionary, that shit says North Africa. That's they hood. We know damn well they was in Croatia, London, Germany and all of that. Go conquer that shit. Go deal with that over there. That's your area. When Hurricane Katrina came, you know how much aid and stuff we sent to our folks in Louisiana from New York, from California. How come y'all niggas ain't fucking doing nothing to stop them bitches in Libya from stealing the people out of Cameroon, Nigeria and all that? Oh, that's right, because the Nigerians is helping sell the fucking people with the human trafficking. That's another thing y'all got going on for y'all that y'all hoping that the Aborigines don't stumble upon. Nigga, we know what crimes have been done against us. Tangible crimes that we could seek redress and of grievances and remedy for. Y'all are fucking guilty of some of those motherfucking crimes. Fucking grandma killers. They better go ahead with the shit. Stop talking about the Aborigines. Stop talking about Dane like he's the Aborigine Jesus. Stop talking about Phoenix and mad because I don't sit here and coddle y'all bitch ass niggas with the fucking Becky talk. I don't have to do that. I'm grown. Ain't no children on this channel. When it's time to talk to the children, I know what to say to them. And I know how to speak with them. They don't get it the same way. They're smarter than most adults are any fucking way. But when I talk to you nothing muffins, this is why I get fired up. I get pissed off and I get angry when you fuck with my folks. And I got every right to be. I got every right to be. And being that I'm dealing with a bunch of fucking savage ass niggas that ain't got no respect for women anyway, you won't get the N1 on me. My brothers are very fucking handsome. And I'm not going to get them. I've never been to go get my man, go get my brother's type of girl. But y'all not going to play with me. Y'all not going to play with me. Y'all ain't got no smoke for this shit that we dealing with. Y'all ain't got no smoke for it. Y'all niggas is grandma killers. Y'all better go find yourselves. Keep fucking around. I'll find your fucking folks before you will. I'm a beast with this genealogy shit. I'll have your fucking folks lickety split. And when I prove that y'all dumbasses is from one of the fucking Americas, I want a goddamn apology and I want y'all to dismantle your fucking channels and all that shit. Apologize and give back all the fucking money that you done sold and stole. Now, how real y'all niggas want to keep it? You're gonna leave the Aborigine alone. You're gonna leave the Aborigine alone. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all not fucking with no amateurs. Y'all not fucking with the amateurs. And until you can fucking make these oppressors and colonizers do a motherfucking dance to your song, I don't hear nothing y'all niggas is talking about. Explain. It's nothing to debate. Y'all don't got that same energy with them fucking pilgrims. That's the end of that shit. But thank you, G Major. Grandma killers, yeah. When these niggas try to get us to forget about our grandmothers, to drag us across the Atlantic Ocean, they don't have proof of who fuck. When you try to say that we are finding everybody here was a slave. Everybody here that's dark was African. Those is grandma killers. When you try to take Americas, that's a grandma killer. Somebody that want to take away what you really got going on, that you can prove is about you, what you can prove is yours, to exchange it for some blanket ass story where you ain't related to nobody across the goddamn continent. That's a grandma killer. Let me see something. Is that better? I was breaking up. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, people ignore what their grandmas told them. People ignore what the live historian and their family trying to take you off the land. That's a grandma killer. It itself through the very bloodline that courses through your veins. It don't get no realer than that. Nothing, no textbook can tell you about your grandmother. McGraw-Hill don't know your folks. They don't know your folks. They ain't never met your grandma. They ain't never met your daddy. They ain't never sat down and had no dinner with your folks. No good old soul food. They in the way. Tell them to move out the way. If they got smoke for Africa, then by all means, bring it to them. That's what y'all supposed to do. Do your due diligence and do your good duty. Do your good service. Don't come over here fucking with the Indians and what we dealing with. You can't fuck this up. You cannot make us unrelated to the people that been here before y'all motherfuckers came and before these goddamn Europeans came. Okay? And they're like one and the same, right? Because we know damn well there was Europeans that look like us. That much we know. Y'all want to dance around what's going on over the side of the world to come and confuse and mix shit up what's going on over here? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Right, I knew Ahua. That's right. They not natural to the land. They not natural to the land. They've always had a stake in separating us from the land. They've always had a stake in that. That's always been their job. They're vassals. That's what they do. You can't even... Hi, Rochelle. Hey, beloved. So, at the end of the day, y'all put that welcome mat down. Make these niggas wipe their feet before they come in your house. Let them tell them show you what their end game is that they got going on for their Africans while they over here all up in our motherfucking cornbread. Tell them go sit down some fucking where. Go do something great for Africa. Tell them go stop that Libyan slavery they got going on. Tell them damn Nigerians to stop scheming and scamming. Tell them to cut the shit. The jig, this entire shit was a brown planet. That much I believe. But I'm telling you right now, the first Americans were Americans, not African. Let's get that shit understood. The first Americans are the American Indians, the copper-colored people that were here before the Europeans came and started calling themselves American. Better have that genealogy ready, Jabari. Better have that bloodline intact. I'm back in the 1300s now. How will you want to keep it? Even down to the pilgrims that came mixing in with my Indian family. They still came here. Still on the land, on my shit. All y'all gotta do is stay in y'all lane, man. It ain't that hard. And Grandma used to say, save your own ass for your own ass whipping. You come over here fucking around with us nice old Indians, and your ass gonna limp back. You're gonna limp your ass back. Y'all need to apologize to your people. Stop stealing and robbing. Stop turning on your brothers in front of all your viewers, even when they make a fucking mistake. Because y'all motherfuckers ain't perfect. Y'all niggas is fucking up right now. Y'all got a lot of shit going on. Got a lot of shit going on. Get y'all life together. I love y'all Aborigines.